Greetings and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for coming by and checking it out. I do really appreciate you coming by and taking a look at the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, if you're returning, thank you. I really appreciate you. If you can go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already done so, get that out of the way. It does help the YouTube algorithm, help other people find these videos, and if that's something that is going to be helpful for them, we want to make that available for them. So without further ado, welcome. This is going to be just a off the top of the head energy channeling discussion on something that I learned decades ago. I was taught when in the 90s, I want to say the 80s, 90s, there was a big resurgence of spirituality and being connected to the magical energies that are all around us and being responsible for our energetic bodies and learning how to protect those energetic bodies. And we know, now we know. We didn't know then. We didn't have the information then. We didn't have the quantum physics on just the internet itself. There wasn't, it was just starting back then. So there wasn't a lot of information available except for what you found from the people that you were hanging around with, books that you read, church that you went to, or what stuff like that. It was all external. We really didn't have access to general information unless we had some kind of clue. Somebody had given us a little tidbit that clicked, something clicked. And for me, this clicked. And I've never heard anybody really talking about it. And it's powerful. It's not just me. There's been lots of people that I've shared this with that have tried it out while we were right there. And just the shock on their faces, the surprise at how powerful these two words are that are nobody's talking about. Nobody teaches this. So I'm going to teach this, and I'm going to keep on teaching this. So please feel free to share this video if you think that this information, this guidance might be helpful for somebody else. All right. And I love hearing about your comments and feedback if this is helpful for you. But what we're talking about here is two words that I'm serious, nobody's ever talked about. But before we talk about them, I want to talk about a few other two words. So these are words that we do know. These are words that we are familiar with, but they are words of power. And we don't use them enough. We don't use them often enough. And we need to. So let's start out with yes, please. I think the biggest thing for me personally, I don't know about you, is accepting help. I'll get myself into some kind of situation that has become unacceptable for whatever reason. It can be a sink full of dirty dishes or a litter box that needs to be changed, Miss Kitty. That kind of thing where we can do that kind of stuff on our own. But if somebody comes by and says, hey, you want a hand with that? We are so easy to say, no, that's okay, I've got it, when we don't really got it. We don't really have it. We didn't have it to begin with, and we certainly don't have it now. And there's a whole psychology behind why it's difficult for us to accept help. We don't want to be beholden to somebody. We don't want to feel like we owe people things. We want to be the heroes. We want to be the person that's stepping up and stepping out for other people. And that's the problem, is we keep doing that, but we don't accept it in return. And we really need to. These two words are so powerful. When you are in a corner, when you're up against the wall, somebody comes by and says, do you need a hand with that? Stop for a second before you just say, no, I'm good, I got it. Stop for a second. Stop for that pause between question and answer and ask yourself, could I use the help? Would that actually be helpful? If the answer isn't, no, 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 I'm good, I'm good. If the answer isn't an emphatic no, then it's a hell yes. Just put that out there, okay? Yes, please. I'll tell you a true story. I was moving into a new apartment with my teenage daughter. She was helping me unload a U-Haul truck. It was supposed to be returned by 6 o'clock that night, or I'd get charged another day. We didn't have a lot of money. I was a single mom. We had three guys that were living in the house, my son and my 2 daughters. And we were just at a loss. We were just at a loss. My daughter and I looked at each other. It's like 4:30. The truck is still half full, and it's all the furniture, it's boxes, it's loose stuff. It's going to take way more than an hour and a half, and we've been at it since like 9 o'clock that morning. Just the 2 of us, just my daughter and I. And we looked at each other and just kind of went, oh God, we are in so much trouble. And I am not kidding you. Just at that moment, not more than 5 seconds after she and I had exchanged that glance, these 2 guys came riding by on bicycles, said, hey, do you need some help? You kind of look like you're stuck there. We're like, are you kidding? Yeah? So they just dropped their bikes, popped into the truck. We lived 2 flights of stairs up. They dragged up a sofa and love seat and coffee tables, and I can't even remember all of the stuff that went up there. They were done in like 20 minutes. We were just, my daughter and I, how can you express? And the looks on their faces, I mean, they were dirty, they were sweaty, but they were grinning. Everybody was so blessed by that. And we would have lost that opportunity if we just said, no, that's okay, we've got it. We're strong women. We can do this. Nah, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to accept help if it's offered. All right? Do understand you want to not be beholden if somebody says, hey, I can help you out. It'll only cost you this. Okay, so do use discernment. But if somebody is freely offering assistance without asking for anything, give them what they are asking for. Say yes, please. Those are 2 powerful words. Here's another 2 powerful words, the opposite. No, thanks. This is when you have that look, you have that knowing, you have that knowledge. I'm good. Somebody comes by, you're just kind of walking along, minding your own business. You're not really looking at anything. Somebody says, do you need some help? Are you lost? No, thanks. I'm good. Somebody, you're in the middle of doing something at work. You've got a big task, a big deadline, but you are in the flow. You are on it. You can see the end, and it's way before that deadline, and you are feeling it. You are feeling it. And somebody comes by and says, hey, how you doing on that project? Do you need any help? No, thanks. I got it. Thank you, though. You can tell them thank you. You can tell them no thanks. Those are the most powerful words next to yes, please. On the planet, no thanks. This also includes choosing things you want in your life, energy you want in your life, and things you do not want in your life. Things that are not going to serve your highest and best interests. And we know, we can identify when these things come by. It's like walking through a buffet. Some things are going to get you super excited. Some things, not so much. you have the option of saying, yes, please, I would love some of that. Or, no, thanks. That's not really my thing. That doesn't really appeal to me. You can do that for people. There are some people that come across your path and they make you feel amazing. Just looking at them, they've got a smile on their face, their hearts are shining out of their eyes, they smell good. Those are the people you want to say, yes, please. I love your energy. Allow me to share mine. Let me know if my energy is good for you. You know, we have these conversations and communication with people all the time and we don't realize it. But if something comes across your path that doesn't appeal to you, you have the option of saying, no thanks. No thanks, I'm good. And then, of course, another two powerful words. Thank you. This is the automatic thing that you say after either of those first two. Yes, please. I could definitely use your help. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Those are two powerful, powerful words. We understand our words are spells. That's why we call it spelling, right? When we're spelling out words with letters. Each letter has its own vibration, has its own sound. The combinations of those letters, those sounds, create a vibrational word. It has an energetic frequency. Thank you is one of the most powerful frequencies on the planet. That attitude of gratitude, that's what brings you prosperity. That's what brings you abundance. That's what brings you peace of mind. Being grateful for everything, for the small things, for the huge things, for the things that passed you by. Thank you for the opportunity to express myself to you. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me to know you. There are so many ways that we can say thank you, and we don't enough. So right now I'm going to tell you thank you for being here. I think I may have said that at the beginning, but if I didn't, bad on me. Thank you, thank you. So we know we have at least 3 sets of powerful words that are life-changing. They're energy-changing. They are energetic frequencies that we have the option of using all the time, all the time. But here's the 2 words, here's the combination that nobody teaches. We know about yes, please. We know about no thanks. We know about thank you. Those aren't new things. I may have presented them in a little bit new light or, with a new take on it or whatever, but they're not new. These are not new concepts. And the next one that I'm telling you isn't new either, but it's not taught about at all. It is close chakras. We have an energetic field. It is produced by the combination of our brain activity and our heart activity. So what we're thinking about and what we are feeling. And those 2 things, the brain creates an electrical field. The heart creates a magnetic field. Between the 2 of them, they create an electromagnetic frequency, an electromagnetic field. It's the auric body, it's the energetic body. These waves come out from us, and depending on how we're feeling, if we're happy, they may be big positive waves. If we're sad, they may be very close, very tight, very small, low energy waves. But they are waves either way. We are broadcasting 24/7, whether we are paying attention to it or not. And the majority of people in this collective, the majority of people that are going to find this video and are listening now, are usually very empathic. You can feel other people's energy. You can feel their vibes. If you're hanging around people that are upset, you'll walk away feeling upset. You carry that energy with you and we don't realize it. And then we find ourselves at the end of the day, we're exhausted, we're depressed, we're anxious, and we're like, I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. Things are going okay in my life. Nothing bad has happened. No catastrophe is occurring. Why do I feel like shit? Why? Your energy centers are completely wide open. They have been absorbing everybody's energy all day long. You need to close chakras. So right now, listening to this video, just stop for a moment and you say these 2 words out loud. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and say, close chakras. What just happened? What just happened? Did you feel that whole click, 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 all the way down from your crown to your base? Did you just feel them all just kind of close up? That's right. Now, how are you feeling? Oh, hey, that anxiety, it's gone. That worry, that fear, I don't feel it. I don't feel the fear. I don't feel the anxiety. I feel whole. I feel connected. I feel grounded. Now, I will tell you, this is something you need to do every night before you go to sleep. You want to sleep with your energy centers closed, just like you close your mouth, you know? You don't want to be breathing open-mouthed all day long. You do that when you need to. You open those chakras when you need to. When you are working with other people and you're helping heal or they're helping heal you, you want those energy centers open. When you're being taught, when you're receiving instruction and guidance, you want those energy centers open. When you're doing actual shadow work that involves those different chakras, you want that chakra open. Okay, so there are times where you need and want your chakras open, but not when you're sleeping. Not when you're sleeping. There is nothing that you are actively doing that requires your energy centers to be open and receiving. You want them closed like you close your eyes. This is how your energy centers rest and recover and recuperate. You will wake up the next morning and you will notice the biggest difference. So I want you to do this from now on going forward. I want you every night when you turn off the light and you pull the blankets up, say it. Close chakras. Say it out loud. You need that vibration out. You need that vibration in. You need that vibration inclusive of everything in your universe. Close chakras. That's the teaching that I've got for you. That was the message that I was instructed to give you today. So please let me know in the comments if this was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe. Share if you feel that somebody else might be helpful. This might be helpful for them, okay? I love you. Thank you again, and ciao for now.